The most dangerous things about driving are not necessarily what we do, but the attitudes we have about justifying why we do them. It's not that hard to put down that glass or pay attention behind the wheel, but we rationalize it all away.
I don't know where I'm going. What are you doing? Hey.
So here are the top 5 ways you're a menace on the road because of those attitudes, according to a recent survey by forensics firm Envista. Number 5, I just looked down for a minute. This is what 36% of drivers who drive distracted say is their justification for driving distracted. It's not a great one. I won't bore you with all those factoids you've heard about how far you travel at 60 miles an hour in just 2 seconds. But how about this factoid? If you have a big crash because you were distracted looking at your phone's gonna rat you out. I guarantee that 100%. Number 4, it was convenient. This is what 40% of drivers who've driven drunk say as their justification. They say it was the only way, the easiest way, the fastest way, the cheapest way to get where they had to go after bending an elbow. I'll give them an A for creativity and a D for planning. Number 3, I'm a dumbass. 47% of drivers who've engaged in aggressive driving, and I mean road rage, not tackling that apex beautifully, say they did it because it was a dumb idea. They recognized it at the time. You think it was dumb then? Wait till you see yourself on YouTube. Number 2, the boss will kill me, or whoever's waiting for you. 48% of drivers who've engaged in asinine behavior like extreme speeding, tailgating, crazy lane merges, blowing through ripe yellows, all said they did so because they didn't want to look bad arriving late for whoever was waiting for them. Now you do know how much time those behaviors can actually shave off a normal commute, right? Next time just leave 74 seconds earlier. Before I get you to number 1, here's one that's number 1 with me and a lot of you who live in other countries, and that is American drivers just aren't serious. Driving is a tedious background chore for us that ranks somewhere below Facebook, Instagram, and daydreaming. Now, in other countries where they take driving and licensure seriously, it's a largely different situation. This, folks, is why they're developing autonomous cars, because we asked for them without saying a word. Number 1's cutting a little different direction. I'm going here to highlight a low number. Just 37% of people who've driven drunk say they were ever confronted about it. The rest of the time, us passengers are sitting there hanging on for dear life while Mr. Wild Turkey does his thing. We don't want a confrontation even while our lives are passing before our eyes. We could do better.